For the past year or two, it really feels like Wardlow has been going down and down in this company. At one point he was one of the hottest stars in the pro wrestling world, and as time developed, Wardlow would continue to fall down the ranks, continue to lose support from the fan, and it really seemed like his time in AEW was due as he was getting less and less TV time, and the rumors of him going to WWE continued to circle around. However, with the recent new developments of his character, the recent heel turn, and the recent intrigue with a program between him and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, all may not be lost for the War Machine, as Wardlow is entering a new chapter in his career. When it comes to Wardlow's new direction, it's simple enough, but at the same time, it's kind of elaborate in the sense that it's not a basic wrestling story. You understand why Wardlow feels the way he does, but at the same time, you want to support the good guy as you want MJF to succeed. You want him to find a new path for himself. You want him to get away from his demons, but Wardlow is incredibly justified in not being ready to forgive MJF, as MJF made his life a living hell for years, and to see MJF succeed, break records, become beloved by the audience, main event their biggest show ever, that has to hurt Wardlow's character's emotions. It has to hurt Wardlow to see the man who made his life a living hell become the top star of this company. So Wardlow is incredibly justified in feeling the way he does, but at the same time, I feel like MJF will still get the support of the audience to make this story work. Taking this out of kayfabe and looking at Wardlow in general, I do believe that this may be the only thing that can save Wardlow from, honestly, being a what-if in AEW. Wardlow had so much momentum after the first two MJF programs, and by that I mean his association with MJF as an ally and his feud with MJF. He had so much momentum going out of it where, honestly, if he were to win the World Championship after that, it wouldn't have been a shock. But after the MJF programs ended, Wardlow would continue to fall down the card. He would go down this steep hill, and it felt like he couldn't recover unless he completely left the company. And now he has the second chance in AEW to truly show the world what he can do. And Tony Khan has to take advantage of this. Tony Khan has to take advantage of the opportunity he has here that, honestly, I did not think he would have ever again. In my opinion, Wardlow should not dethrone MJF. I don't think Wardlow is ready to become a world champion at this stage. However, if MJF were to lose this title before this feud truly kicks off, then I do believe Wardlow should defeat MJF again. And after that, instead of going into the TNT titles, and instead of feuding with people below him, Wardlow should go after top dogs. Wardlow should feud with the likes of Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and names of that level. Wardlow going after those type of names would be incredibly beneficial to him, as I feel like one of the reasons that he didn't succeed is that Wardlow wasn't going after the big names. Wardlow was feuding with the mid-carders who, honestly, he had a higher ranking then. Wardlow was going after people who he was in a better spot then, and Wardlow is someone AEW needs to build up to be a future world champion. So if he goes against these big names, if he beats some of these big names, then that would be incredibly beneficial to Wardlow, and that could lead AEW to a new era, the Wardlow era. Now don't get me wrong, no matter how much AEW push Wardlow, he's not going to be the top star of the company. He's not going to define an era. However, I truly believe he can be a main eventer for this company. I truly believe he can be a world champion for this company. And if AEW played their cards right, he definitely can be. This MJF program is the step in the right direction. For the first time, I feel like I can say that about Wardlow. And in the future, I do believe that Wardlow, if AEW book him right, can be at the very top of this company. Maybe not the top star, but up there in that upper echelon of this company. And honestly, having another homegrown talent in that upper echelon is only beneficial to AEW. Wardlow is someone who has this aura about him that not a lot of wrestlers have. And if AEW play their cards right, he will be a top star for years to come.